post-game video here. Detroit Lions victory over the Indianapolis Colts. What a really good game. The Lions probably could have scored more. This is a blowout. Lions win big time against the Colts on the road. What a great job for them right there. Let's go ahead and get into the stats at the good, bad, and the ugly. First off, we're going to talk about injuries. Carlton Davis was injured in the game. I didn't think it to be too serious. We'll see if he can play on Thursday. It is a quick game. I didn't think it to be too serious. We'll watch, but he did get injured. Taylor Decker got injured, came back in the game's fine. David Montgomery injured his shoulder. He did come back in the game. He didn't play, but he was on the sideline. Terran Arnold didn't play in this game, and he should play, I believe, on Thursday for sure. And so, look, when you look at this game, Kindle Vildor replaced Terran Arnold with the injury. And I think a lot of people appreciate Terran Arnold now because Kindle Vildor was struggling. He was giving up some big plays. And now I think we can appreciate what Arnold has done. He's so sticky, it's difficult to go ahead and get on them. So, great work by the Detroit Lions. Defense and great work by Aaron Glenn with a great plan here. And even with backups, you can still put players in position to succeed, and that's what they did. We have injuries across the board on defense, and yet we're still playing at a high level. High level. We allowed only 6 points today. Last week, 6 points. That's unbelievable how this defense is playing. My MVP for this game is not Jared Goff, and I do think he's MVP Jared Goff, by the way. It's not Ben Johnson. It's not Dan Campbell. Darren Glenn. With the amount of injuries this man had, and to allow only 6 points on the road against a team that did put up points last week. Unbelievable. With backups and Kindle Vildor. We had players in there I didn't even know existed. Aaron Glenn's MVP this game. To hold him to 6 points, unfreaking believable. In the comments, put your MVP. Let's talk about now Jared Goff. He was 26 for 36, 269 yards, average 7.5. He took 3 sacks, quarterback rate of 93.4. He was efficient. Jared Goff, he took some sacks. One was a weird, funky sack. That's the first drive. The other was the fumble one where the injury to Taylor Decker. Again, he doesn't mess around, right? If the ball is not there, he throws it away. He's efficient. This wasn't the perfect game he's been having. It's a great game, though. I mean, 26 for 36, 10 incompletions. Constantly, the offense was moving. And, Jared Goff was changing plays at the line of scrimmage, left and right, making audibles. This is why he's good. Everyone talks about, this, that, and the other. They don't talk about his IQ. Jared Goff is a great IQ, great football IQ. Great. He is a field general. And he is putting players in positions. He's doing these audibles, folks. It's not Ben Johnson telling him what to do. He's making the changes in the line of scrimmage. And we're seeing this way more this year than I think even last year. And I think that's another reason why our offense is great. Let's get to the receiving. Jameson Williams, 5 for 64. St. Brown, 6 for 62. Tim Patrick, 4 for 55. He spread the ball around to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. 8 players. That's insane. Jared Goff knows what to do. He knows what to do. Insane. So an efficient game from Jared Goff in this offense. Tim Patrick, I thought, had a great game. He was one of the players that stood out to me, especially early on. He was just getting open. Big play after big play. No incompletions. The guy is an absolute stud and a certified G. Love what I saw there. In the run game, it was great there. Jahmyr Gibbs, 21 for 90 yards, an average of 4.3, 2 touchdowns, long of 17. Gibbs is great. Gibbs is amazing. That's what he does. He's shown so much growth this year, and he was such a stud last year. It's the fortitude of this football team that I absolutely love. So Jahmyr Gibbs, great. David Montgomery got dinged up, 8 for 37, an average of 4.6. He had a shoulder injury. He could have came back in the game. There was no point. Lions just, they held him out, and I think that was the smart decision. Jared Goff was 2 for 0 yards. Being mobile, Jared Goff. Look, he was just getting rid of the football. He rolls out, wasn't there, throws it away. I like that from Jared Goff. Smart quarterbacks do that. Smart quarterbacks don't just think about, they're not trying to do great on every single play, right? They're just trying to make sure that we're efficient, and that's what he does. So the ground game was great. Let's talk about the defense. Was outstanding. Offense was great. Defense was outstanding. And first off, who is your MVP on offense? I'll go with Jahmyr Gibbs here. I think he's the MVP of the offense. You know, putting up 90 yards. He's so fast, and he makes people miss. It's quite difficult to defend against because he's so dynamic in the pass game, in the run game. He can go in the inside and the outside. He's Chris Johnson 2.0, and he's just so dynamic. And he was dynamic in this game. And so I'm going to give Jahmyr Gibbs as my offensive MVP in the comments below. Let's go to defense here. Jack Campbell again with 9 tackles, 5 solo, 2 pass defense. Jack Campbell has stepped up with Alex Anzalone going down. He has continued to grow in this season. He's one of the players that's really stepped up in a significant way. Malcolm Rodriguez right behind him with 8 total tackles, 7 solo. Malcolm Rodriguez stepping up this year like no other. You know, with Derek Barnes going down, Malcolm comes in here and he's been a stud. What a great 6th-round pick a couple years ago. Really stepped up. Brian Branch was really well. There's no turnovers in this game. We were close. 4 for Brian Branch of tackles, 3 solo. And he got a 15-yard penalty that was BS, in my opinion. He hit the shoulders. At least they didn't throw him out the game like last time. But he hit so hard that they do this. And that's oh, my gosh. Chicago nearly just ran it all the way back on a kick return all the way to the 40-yard line. So we're watching this game. They're down by 2 possessions, though. We'll see what they do. But the defense played great. Kindle Vildor was a mess. But he's the backup, folks. So I'm not going to kill Vildor. Okay, I know a lot of people saying we're going to destroy Vildor and kill him. Folks, he's the 5th cornerback on this roster, number 5. So let's hold the horses down with Vildor. Let's not kill the guy. He's a backup. That's what backups do. He's not your number 2. He's a number 5. So, you know, given the circumstances as a backup, did he play good? No. But I mean, you work with what you got. He's a backup. So I'm okay with that. You don't want to see him as a starter, but backup, you know, he definitely gave up quite a bit. But Alim McNeill defensively was insane. He was having pressures all game long. Alim the Dream McNeill was on a different level. He was in Anthony Richardson face 24/7. 24/7. Just it was great. Quarterback hits 1. He should have had multiple sacks. Same with DJ Reader. He had a lot of pressure. It was a really good game for the Lions' interior defensive line. And Zadarius Smith, got to give him credit. He was getting a lot of pressures today. I love what I saw from Zadarius Smith, better than last week because he's slowly getting acclimated to this defensive line. Good unit. The defensive line with Zadarius Smith is playing good. They played good today. That's what's outstanding. What outstanding right there. So the defense played phenomenal on the interior. Shout out to the interior of the defensive line. Zadarius Smith doing what is he Aiden Hutchinson? No. He is more like he's more like a Marcus Davenport, right? And he was doing that in this game. And it's good. You have him and Joshua Pascal can hold the fort down. They can hold the fort down. The Lions are doing a good job with their backups, and these guys are getting a ton of reps, and that's what's so amazing. So amazing to see. Let's go ahead and continue on here and just talk about what this means going forward. First off, also too, Khalif Raymond was injured. I think it's going to end up being a high ankle sprain. That's kind of what it looked like. I don't know the diagnosis. He was carded. That's what I'm going with. Usually, high ankle sprains are 4 to 6 weeks. If that's what it is, I don't know. I'm guessing. Okay, but it looked like that. That's my prognosis. So it doesn't look like it's serious, something that's going to last. Remember last year he wasn't in the playoffs. So he'll for sure be in the playoffs, even if it's a low ankle sprain, whatever. Lions are good at wide receiver. They can handle this. Chicago's going for it on 4th and 3 right now, so we'll see what they do. And they got the first down as this clock continues while I'm watching this game. But all in all, Lions are 10-1. They have the best record in football right now. Kansas City is tied at this moment at 27 with Carolina. Lions have the best record in football, and it could continue. If Kansas City lose, they have the best record in football. Lions are on track for the number 1 seed. Lions are on track. Washington is going to lose right while I'm recording this, so that knocks them out of the number 1 seed. You have the Vikings, and you have Philadelphia Eagles that's the only 2 teams you got to worry about for that number 1 seed. And Vikings, they're not playing that great, man. They've been beating on some scrub teams, barely beating them. So going forward, Lions got a game on Thursday. We'll see what Carlton Davis injury. Hopefully he can play in this game. We don't know. He didn't come back in the game. There was no reason for it because the Lions were doing so well. But we'll see what they can do for sure in this game. But I think the Lions going to win versus the Chicago Bears. That'll put them at 11-1. They are now double-digit wins on the season at this point. This is freaking crazy. Lions are on their way to the Super Bowl. Let's see what the Bears can do. They got a first down and almost a touchdown. They're at the 1-yard line. So Lions are on their way. If they can pull off a crazy upset here, there's only 30 seconds left. If they can pull off a crazy upset, that would be great. But they have to get a touchdown here in the onside kick while I'm talking to you, literally. So by the time you're watching this game's over anyways, but I am recording while it's doing it. And they almost got a sack on Caleb, and Caleb throws it, touchdown, 22 seconds left in the game. So there is a shot, right? They have to do the onside kick. But Lions are looking pretty, folks, and we're looking for the number 1 seed, and God help whoever comes to Detroit. That Indianapolis Stadium was Lions fans. It was a home game for Detroit. Good luck. Lions fans ain't playing this year. They're not playing this year. Make sure you hit that notification bell. With that said, folks, adios.